Living Local Carolina with Katie Turner. Local trends, shopping, dining, and more. This is Living Local Carolina.
This story is sponsored by Little River Medical Center. Now, I know I say this a lot, but today we have a very important topic on the board, and we're talking about open enrollment. I'm joined by Catherine Lane from Little River Medical Center. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. It's such a beautiful day out here outside of our Carolina Forest location, so I'm excited.
Amen. We are going to be talking about a lot of things today, so get your pads of paper and pencils ready. But, you know, just an overview here.
Sure.
We're talking about health insurance. We're approaching some pretty important dates that our viewers need to know about.
We are. So right now we're in the midst of open enrollment that runs from November 1st to January 15th. And Katie, this is a really important time of the year for individuals because not only do you have access or you're gaining access to the health insurance marketplace to make your plan selections for the upcoming year, so 2024, all the decisions you're making now are going to impact the upcoming year. But it's an opportunity also for individuals that might be coming off of, you know, for example, we were chatting a little bit before we started rolling, you know, someone coming off of their parents' health insurance plan. Right. And so that's a situation where you want to make sure if you're not going on to an employee-sponsored plan, that you have options available to you where you can gain access to your own health coverage through the healthcare marketplace.
So this is something that impacts a lot of people, a lot of different ages as well.
Absolutely, yes. So all ages, a lot of situations that we're seeing as well, especially with the Medicaid unwinding happening. A lot of individuals have lost Medicaid coverage, and what has happened is they may not be even eligible now based on their current situation, income that they now have over, you know, several years. There has not been a redetermination happening, and so they've lost coverage in the last couple of months, and they really need to gain access to coverage. And so this is that perfect opportunity to really see what plans are out there, what options are available, and really understand what options that they do have in the upcoming year.
Well, I guess my question would be, how does one start? Where do you begin?
Yes, and so as someone's thinking about open enrollment and marketplace health insurance, it can be really intimidating, even for someone that works in healthcare. And so to the average individual that's looking for coverage options, we really want to point them to Little River Medical Center because we have a certified marketplace navigator, but we also have multiple certified application specialists that are able to really counsel and look at a person's unique individual situation, whatever income level that they're at. An individual does not have to be a patient of Little River Medical Center to receive assistance from our team members. We assist at no cost to the individual. What will happen is you'll call, speak with, you can set up an appointment, or even come on site to one of our 6 sites located throughout Horry County. We'll sit down and walk you through how to set up an account. You know, some of us aren't so tech savvy, and so even just creating our login, keeping track of our password, we have forms available where we'll write all of that down for you. We'll talk to you about your individual situation. So if an individual has used the marketplace before, say they selected a plan for 2023, and they want to really, you know, make sure that they have access to that plan and continue it, they have to renew. So you want to make sure that you're taking action, you're renewing, or you're looking at that plan and seeing if there were any plan changes because it's not uncommon for things to be tweaked from year to year. So make sure that that plan is still working for you and where you're at in your life.
Perfect. So remind me of those deadlines that people need to know and where they can find more information.
Yes, so you want to, November 1st through January 15th, you want to be talking with one of our specialists, one of our team members at Little River Medical Center, and you want to make sure that you're checking off everything on that checklist that we'll share on our Facebook page as well regarding things that you'll need when you come in and you're hoping to apply for coverage. www.lrmcenter.com is our website, and you can check us out on Facebook using the QR code.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Well, thanks again for joining us today on Living Local Carolina. Today I'm joined by Money Coach Dana Wolf. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you doing, Katie?
I'm doing good. Let's get down to basics here.
You got it.
You have some tips on how people can learn how to budget.
That's right. Budgeting is all about planning before the month happens. Okay, there are only, it's very simple, 4 things. You need to plan it, you need to balance it, because we don't want to go backwards, we want to go forward. We want to communicate it, and then we want to live it. So a couple of different tools that I use, the budget envelopes for certain things like groceries. If I have a $100 grocery budget, it goes in this envelope, and that's what I get to spend, and I'm not going to go over budget. It might be clothing, it might be just miscellaneous money, because those things can trip us up. Another thing I like to use is what's called a budget book, and some people use apps. I like to do it the old-fashioned way with paper and pen. I want to see myself making progress, and I also want to be able to have something that I can put my slips in. If I'm going to the grocery store, cash or debit at all times, I want to be able to record it so I can come up with a budget, and then at the end of the year I can actually look back and see how well I did. Other people like computers. I do a lot of spreadsheets. I like to be able to track, so having a spreadsheet is really important as well. But the communication part is really key. You need to understand your mindset when it comes to money. You need to know, are you a spender or a saver? Do you like to have the abundant opportunities and lots of opportunities, or do you want just a one-time opportunity, like when it comes to vacations? Do you want to do lots of them, or do you want to just do one very expensive vacation, okay? What is your mindset when it comes to money? And what is, if you're married, your partner's mindset?
I was gonna say that's huge to
It
talk
is.
to your partner about that sort of thing.
It is, because there's so many different things that you need to know. A lot of people like to save, some people like to spend, a lot of people like to give. Are we going to be spontaneously giving, or are we going to plan our giving? So there's so many different aspects of money, and each person is here, we're all individuals, each person is here to have a purpose here, and we just need to be able to communicate what that purpose is.
Love that. So if people are saving up for something big or want some help, how can they get in contact with you?
Very simple, Dana Wolf Financial Coach. Just Google that or go to my website, First Step Financial Solutions.
This story is sponsored by Del Sol.
Well, this is a really exciting day for me because this was a store that I loved coming to whenever I was a kid. I am at Del Sol with Clay. Clay, thanks for having me today.
Yeah, it's good to have you here. Yep.
All right. Everybody knows Del Sol, but for those that are watching that need a little refresher, what is Del Sol and what are y'all all about?
So Del Sol, as a company, has been around over 30 years. The technology we use was developed by NASA. What it is a crystal that when it sees UV rays from the sun, it actually starts twisting around and changes color. So it can be on a t-shirt, it can be on nail polish, it can be on a water bottle. We have all kinds of great gifts.
Oh yeah.
You know, but it just always amazes people. People never fail to say, wow, look at that.
So give me a demo of some
Okay.
of these shirts in action.
All right, so one of the main shirts we're doing right now, these are made from recycled materials. See how there's very little color. Now this is a sun lamp right here. So when you walk out in the sun, your shirt immediately changes to full color like that.
Beautiful.
And this is another one.
I really like the design on this one.
This was your favorite
Yeah.
with the hula girl.
Love the hula girl. It's a classic look. But you guys have a little bit of everything, truly.
Truly.
Like, look at all these colors of nail
This
polish.
is
We're
nail
just like-
polish, and this is something that she said
is
she
my
loved when
favorite.
she was a little girl, and this was her favorite color.
Yeah.
It's called Ruby Slipper. So it starts out clear with the glitter. And when you go outside in the sun, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, now it's turned red.
It's crazy. And it just makes it so much more fun to do your nails because
Yeah.
they can look different regardless
Well,
of
you're
where
getting
you
two
are.
colors for the price of one.
Yes, you do.
Here's a white one, and it's going to turn pink outside.
Oh, I love it.
Like that.
And it's super quick too. I love that you guys have the little panels so you can actually try
So
it
we
out
have
in the
solar
store.
stations all throughout the store, so you can test things out. Big thing this time of year, gifts like water bottles and caps, all those things change color, not just t-shirts.
Everybody needs a water bottle, and it's so much cooler if it changes color. in
That's
sunlight.
right, that's right.
All right, so tell me a little bit more about this location here in Myrtle Beach. Y'all have been here forever, serving the community.
This Del Sol has been here since they opened this side of Broadway at the beach, at least 25 years ago. We also have a store at Barefoot Landing that's been there about 20 years. So as a company, they've been around over 30 years.
This story is sponsored by Del Sol. We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Well, there's nothing better than whenever you feel confident, and one of those things is having a beautiful white smile, and that's why I'm joined today by Scott DeFalco. How are you doing, Scott?
Great to be with you, Katie. Yeah, you lead with your smile. It's the first and last thing people notice about you. And whether you know it or not, most people really do struggle with how they feel about themselves. It's an issue people have, but they don't talk about a lot. In fact, there was even one medical professional that said that 85% of the world's population actually suffers from low self-esteem, and that can affect all aspects of your life, Katie, socially, personally, your love life. And it's incredibly difficult once you get into that kind of mode, to shake those negative thoughts. But a way to get out of that is to do something positive for yourself. Those studies also show that if you just do one thing that makes you feel better about yourself, all of that can go away. So that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about doing that with your smile and using Power Swabs to achieve that, because you'll get those results in less than 5 minutes. We'll do it without sensitivity, and it works on all dental surfaces, Katie.
Love it, love it. And I know for me, I've definitely struggled with self-confidence in the past. I mean, thinking about putting on like a white t-shirt and thinking about the contrast between the shirt and my teeth, we all know that feeling,
Yep. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up about the white t-shirt, because that is very telling, with your smile. And you can achieve that same shade of white using Power Swabs. And, I'll tell people all the time, if something can stain your white t-shirt or your coffee mug, it can stain your teeth, and that exact same shade that you're seeing in those instances will be on your teeth. And you do not want to have that, because when you look good, you feel good. And when you feel good, you're just overall in better health and a better state of mind, Katie. I know for myself, with my smile, I had an issue, and a lot of people have this issue with an off-color tooth. So because of the swab, you can focus on one particular area to get it to the same shade of white as your other teeth, because the rest of my teeth were white. This one was a little bit yellow, and I'm going to show people right now and explain to them how this two-step process works. Because when you get the Power Swabs in the mail, you get a box of 7 stain-out swabs and a box of 7 whitening swabs, Katie. Yeah, as you remember from last time, it is literally this simple. You pop the stain-out swab open first, and you rub it on your teeth like I'm doing here. Now, another thing I want to stress about this product is that with the strips and the trays, they don't exactly fit, or they can fit loosely over your teeth, and they can move. So you don't get up to the gum line and in those crevices, and you can get what I like to call a yellow halo effect. So because of the swab, you can get into those hard to reach areas. So with the stain out swab, you're gonna do that for 2 minutes. And over the 2 minutes, we remove the stains, but we hydrate our enamel. That's the key to no sensitivity, Katie. And I'm sure you've heard from people, maybe you've experienced it yourself. That is the biggest problem people have about whitening their teeth, is that it hurts too much, right?
Oh my gosh, yes. Like shooting pains from it before.
Exactly. I call them the zingers. I'd put the strips on, I'd use them for 2 days, and then I would get shooting pain, like you said, 4 days after that. I hated it. Now with Power Swabs, I've been promoting this product on national television for over 9 years now. Never once had an issue with sensitivity. So I feel it's the biggest advantage of this product, because again, that's the #1 complaint people have about whitening their teeth at the dentist or using the strips and the trays. So you do the stain out swab for 2 minutes, then you pop open the whitening swab, another 2 minutes, and I am done. And in less than 5 minutes, what I just did, you're going to get on average 2 shades whiter. You're only going to repeat that process once a day for 7 days, Katie, and get 6 shades whiter. There it is on your screen. Pretty amazing.
I love it. Now, I know we have some viewers watching right now that definitely want to try out Power Swabs. How can they do that?
Yeah, well, the best way to get this deal I'm about to tell you about is to call the 1-800 number that's on your screen. So it's 1-800-801-0285, Katie. So we're giving our biggest discount ever, 50% off, plus free shipping, plus for free the on-the-go stain out quick stick for the daily maintenance. Yeah, use this during the day when you can't brush your teeth. We'll remove the stains before they set in. Best part is that it's free. And again, the only way to get that deal, call that 800 number that's on your screen. Because then, Katie, you can drink all the coffee you want because I'm hooking you up.
Love it. Thank you, Scott.
Don't forget to like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. How to use the QR code. Just open the camera app on your smartphone, iPad, or tablet. Point your device at the QR code so the QR code appears on your screen. Your device will recognize the QR code and show you a notification. Click that notification and you'll come to our website. Living Local Carolina, weekday mornings at 9:30 on WBTW News 13.